Alright, so with next gen right around the corner, leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds for NBA 2K21 next gen that had the craziest new takeovers possible.
I got digital dash camera with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. When I look at the time all day. Be high, I rap the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Yo, what's up with the YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back to with yet another video. Today I'm coming at you guys with the last time I'll be going over this for current gen. With next gen right around the corner, it's only so many more times I can update this, so this is gonna be the last time we update this for current gen. We'll have all different types of stuff coming out starting next week, but this is banger week, so we gotta get out these bangers as soon as possible. So today we're gonna be going over the best takeover, ranking each takeover from worst to best after patch 4. We all know what's happened in patch 4. We all know what's happened in patch 3. All different type of stuff. They've nerfed fades. They buffed the mess out of ankle breakers. And yeah, a lot of stuff has changed in that aspect. So yeah, this is gonna be a completely different ranking of every single takeover. Every single takeover gonna be ranked in a different order. It's just that simple. So yeah, it's gonna be very important on how we do this in today's video. So yeah, I'm gonna do all that. So yeah, right now, go ahead, leave a like if you're just trying to support, but subscribe if you are new. We on that road to 100K, so every subscribe or subscription matters. It definitely would help. But yeah, just like for the other video in Banger Week, we're gonna have a code randomly placed in the video, so whoever finds it, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be, you're gonna see it. It might be 2, it might be 1, you never know. So yeah, yesterday was a PS4 code, it might be an Xbox and PS4 code, you never know. So yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead, hop straight into it. Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%, we're all the way up to 9.7%, but still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. Let's go! Alright, so first things first, like I did in the other one, we're gonna go over what happens when your player goes cold. So when your player goes cold, he just automatically loses 7 attributes. To every attribute possible, he's gonna lose 7. Every single time he's cold. So if you see anyone cold, you're losing 7 attributes. So yeah. And alright, hopping into the takeovers. Let me go ahead and say this off the rip. There are no bad takeovers anymore. The only takeover that was actually kinda unbalanced, I wouldn't even say was bad, was Playmaker takeover. But it's one of the best takeovers now because ankle breakers are at the highest rate possible. So yeah, it's actually equal to how much you can get contact dunks in this game. So it's gonna be interesting to see how we rank this time. But coming in at last place, like I said, there are no bad takeovers. Everything is balanced, especially from a big man aspect. But the worst takeover in the game, I would have to say, is Rim Protector takeover. Because when it comes to being a big man, the last takeover you're gonna choose in Rim takeover, and pretty much no one chooses Rim takeover because you can get glass near takeover on every single takeover choice that you can get Rim takeover, or you can get post takeover. And a lot of things you can even get slasher takeover. So Rim Protector takeover has to be the worst one, but it actually isn't bad. I'm gonna tell you guys what it does. It cancels out pretty much all the big man takeovers. So if you have center, it cancels out power forward, small forward, and centers. Power forward cancels out small forward and centers and power forwards. So when I'm saying it cancels out, it literally cancels out the takeover. So if they have sharp takeover, they're not gonna be able to get those crazy shooting things that you get from sharp takeover. If you got somebody with post takeover, you're gonna be able to cancel out them post animations that you can get within your takeover. Now, when it says cancel out, I don't know if that means that you're not gonna be able to get the plus 10s. I'm pretty sure you still got the plus 10s, but when it comes to like those extra features that the takeovers get, that is what is getting canceled out. And remember that there also has like block animations that you can't get in any other takeover. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff you do in Rim Takeover you can do in other takeovers. It's just not gonna be to the same extent. All right, next is going to be coming in at number 7, I believe. Coming in at number 7 is going to be Lock Takeover. Lock Takeover is definitely not a bad takeover. But with that being said, I would rather get other things than getting Lock Takeover. I'm gonna just say that. Now, with that being said, I don't know if I said this last time, but you're gonna get +5 to every single thing. Every single thing you're gonna be getting +5. But you're gonna be getting a lot of +10s on Lock Takeover that you wouldn't get on Rim Protector Takeover, but you don't get like the interior. So you get pretty much everything that you think on Lockdown. So you get perimeter, steal, pass perception. You even get a lot of like physical stuff like strength, but you don't get vertical. Now that's a very important thing because I feel like Slasher actually gets strength and vertical, but you do get speed acceleration when speed is pretty much like the second most overpowered attribute in the game. But Lockdown Takeover doesn't just give you +10s, it also cancels out takeovers just like the Remember the takeover, but it cancels out the more important takeovers, like the more overpowered takeovers, like Shot Creator Takeover. Or if you have Small Fort and you have Lock Takeover, you can cancel out people at Power Fort that has Post Takeover. If you know what I'm saying, going against people with Sharp Takeover, Slasher Takeover, Playmaker Takeover, you can cancel out those takeovers. So like when it comes to Playmaker Takeover getting ankle breakers and Shot Creator Takeover getting ankle breakers and stuff like that, or even Sharp Takeover being able to help you hit highly contested shots, you can cancel that out. So yeah, and Slasher Takeover be able to get contact dunks, you can cancel a lot of that stuff out. Now with that being said, Slasher Takeover, you don't necessarily need Slasher Takeover to get contact dunks, so you can still get dunked on with Lock Takeover. So I'm gonna just say that. But yeah, Lockdown Takeover comes in at number 7 on the list. They just really nerfed everything on defense, so when it comes to the shot contest, it's still very iffy. But with that being said, these are very good takeovers. Everything in this game is balanced when it comes to the takeovers, in my opinion, to the best of its ability. Alright, coming in at 6. You're not even in the top 5, we're already at the Shot Creator Takeover. All these takeovers are just so balanced that it's actually even. You can go either way. A lot of people would probably say Shot Creator Takeover is 1, but I would say it comes in at the number 6 spot. And that's because this year you don't get +10 to your 3. But when it comes to be able to shoot off the dribbles, it's going to be auto every single time. It's going to make your bar extremely big. But it is going to give you +10 to your driving layup, but mainly +10 to your mid-range. You also going to be getting +10 to stuff like ball control or ball handle, whatever it's called. So it's going to be helping you in a lot of ways, but the thing that makes it overpowered is when you do like any type of off the dribble move, you can take ankles off of it and it's going to make your bar extremely bigger. So yeah, that Shot Creator Takeover is very, very overpowered, but in my opinion, I would say it comes in at number 6 because you would use the takeovers that's over it more, and they're just more overpowered in my opinion. So yeah, Shot Create Takeover, very, very good takeover, very, very good takeover. But this is just showing you how balanced the takeovers are in this game. All right, next is going to be the Glass Unit Takeover. Now we're in the top 5. Glass Unit Takeover is, in my opinion, the best big man takeover. Now, is it the most overpowered takeover for big men? I would not say that, but it is the best big man takeover. It helps you set better screens. It helps you get more rebounds. It gets you out of box out animations. It shows you where the rebound is going. It shows you if people are going to make it or if they're going to miss it. It shows you all different types of stuff. And then when it comes to the +10s, you actually get a lot of +10. You get +10 to your close shot. You get +10 to your rebounding. You get +10 to a lot of stuff that's very, very important in this game. The only thing I wish it kind of did get was +10 to your defense, like Rim Protector and Post Takeover, which we're going to go over soon. Just stay tuned. But you also get +10 to a lot of essential stuff like strength and vertical. But you don't get +10 to your speed and acceleration like Slasher, because Slasher gets speed, acceleration, strength, and vertical. That's why when I show you guys a lot of builds that can get Glass Takeover and Slasher, I go Slasher, because you're going to be getting a lot more on those +10s. But Glass Unit Takeover is definitely very overpowered because it sets the best screens and it helps you play, or not play, get around box outs and get more rebounds, and shows you where rebounds are going and stuff like that. So that's very, very overpowered. When it comes to that rebounding aspects, the setting screen aspect of the game is just so overpowered that it has to come in the top 5. All right, next, this is the most overpowered big man. I wouldn't necessarily say this is the best big man one, but this is the most overpowered big man. This could have even been top 2 because of how overpowered post scores are this year. And coming in at number 4 is going to be the Post Score Takeover. This is going to help you do post spins out of the post drop steps out of the post. But not only that, it's going to make post hooks a lot easier, post fades a lot easier, and this is in a game where people can post hook damn near from the 3-point line. People can post fade damn near from the 3-point line. So yeah, man, this is gonna be really insane. If someone said this was better than the Playmaker or the Slasher Takeover, I could agree with that. Now, if you said it's better than Sharp, I cannot agree with that. But with that being said, the Playmaker and Slasher, these are all so balanced. The only one that's just way better than everything else, I would say, is Sharp Takeover, but we're gonna get into that later. Now let's get into the plus 10s that you get on post takeover. You get interior defense, shot close, all the post scoring stuff, you know what I'm saying? You even get a lot of the important things that you really don't expect to get on post takeover. So yeah, you're gonna be getting strength, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Now, actually, you don't even get plus 10 to your strength, which is what I was surprised about. You get plus 10 to your interior defense, but you don't get plus 10 to strength. I don't know why 2K would do that, but yeah, that's just how it was. But yeah, with that being said, bro, I would say post takeover is the most overpowered because how overpowered post moves already are, and it just adds to how easy it makes post hooks and post fades, how easy it is to get around people. Like, if you get post takeover, there's like no way to guard you. You have to be double teamed, like all different type of stuff. So yeah, I would say post takeover is pretty much like an instant bucket. Everything at this point is literally an instant bucket. Like, shot creator takeover was probably could have been around this area, but like the plus 10s is just what hurt it, in my opinion. So yeah, post takeover comes in at number 4. All right, for 3 and 2, these could actually be a tie. The only thing that's setting it apart is ankle breakers are not getting you auto points like contact dunks. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. But Playmaker Takeover was overpowered before. It just didn't have the ankle breakers that it was supposed to have. So it just wasn't as balanced as everything else. Because every badge in this game every takeover badge is overpowered. But this one just wasn't as overpowered as everything else because it couldn't get one of the main things that it was supposed to be able to get, which was ankle breakers. Now, the ankle breakers are at the same level of contact dunks, and those are ridiculously high rate. You don't even have to have play takeover, you're going to be able to rock people. You don't even have to have ankle breaker badge to be able to rock people. You put ankle breaker badge, Playmaker Takeover on, you're going to be getting ankles like crazy, and you're going to be making every single situation an advantage. Whether you're on the 2s, you're gonna be on a 2-on-1 pretty much every single time you have Playmaker Takeover, because you're gonna be just taking people ankles. Every time you're on the 3s, it's gonna be a 3v2. Every time you're on the 5v5, it's gonna be like a 5-on-4. It's just too easy to take ankles. But not only does that happen on Playmaker Takeover, Playmaker Takeover also helps you be able to help your teammates hit their shots at an even higher rate. And with people being able to shoot at a way better now, they actually got used to shooting now. Playmaker Takeover is even better now because people are actually consistent with shooting. Now, before, people were so struggling with shoot, even if you add Playmaker Takeover, they still wouldn't hit. You know what I'm saying? They still wouldn't hit. But now, with Playmaker Takeover helping people's shot meters being even bigger, Playmaker Takeover is just that much more overpowered. Now, like I said, ankle breakers are so overpowered, but to an extent. It's not going to give you an automatic point because you still got to make your shot. You still got to make the mid-range. Your teammate still has to make the dunk. If you pass it to your teammate, your teammate still has to make the shot, even if you're giving them that big of a boost. So I would say it's not giving you auto points like the Slasher, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Another thing when it comes to the Playmaker and Slasher, they actually have very similar plus 10s. Let's go ahead and hop into it. The driving layup. Pretty much you're going to get driving layup, passing, speed with ball handle. All that type of stuff is going to be going up plus 10. You're going to be getting that on Slasher too, except for the playmaking. But driving layup and everything else, you're getting that on the Slasher. So that's another factor of it. But yeah, you could argue Playmaker Takeover got the biggest buff by far in this game. But yeah, it came into the top. It went from last place to top 3. So that means something. And all right, this might be the most overpowered takeover in the game, but I would say it still comes in at number 2. Now, why is Slasher Takeover so overpowered? Let me go ahead and start this off. When you have Slasher Takeover, it doesn't matter what your driving dunk is. If you can get Slasher Takeover, that build instantly can get contact dunks. It doesn't matter how many badges, doesn't matter what your driving dunk is, that build can instantly have the ability to get a contact dunk on somebody. So say for instance, a play shot has a 67 dunk and it has slasher takeover. That build can get contact dunks. It's just overpowered. It doesn't matter what the build is, you get slasher takeover on it, you can get contact dunks. And with the frequency of contact dunks being in this game, you got like almost a 75% chance of getting a contact dunk every time. If you had a contact dunks, your badges, and not even counting if you have slasher takeover on, that like if you have slasher takeover on with all your badges and stuff like that, and you have packages, that's like 100% chance of getting a contact dunk. Auto points every single time. The only way to guard you is to pretty much guard you at the perimeter as much as possible. Get the ball out your hands, leaving people wide open. Packing the paint, leaving people wide open. That's the only way, I would say. You know what I'm saying? But there is also another thing to slasher takeover that I haven't went over. Slasher takeover also helps you get a lot more blow-bys. Playmaker does that too, but slasher does it on a whole nother level. Now, when it comes to the plus 10, the thing that makes slasher takeover actually overpowered are the plus 10s. You get plus 10 to your driving layup, standing dunk, driving dunk. Like, you get plus 10 to everything. Close shot. Like, bro, I can do this all day with the plus 10s. You get ball handle, speed with ball. Those are the two important things. Ball handle is what lets you build a momentum. Speed with ball is what helps you be able to get the speed boost. That's going to get you the highest tier of speed boost. Those are the two most important things when it comes to dribbling. Then when it comes to everything else, you even get some plus 10s on strength, vertical, and even speed, bro. So like literally, man, this is just going to be everything that you want on a guard or even a big man, you get plus 10 on. So yeah, slasher takeover comes in at number 2 because not only are you getting all the most plus 10s you can possibly have, but as soon as you put it on, any build can get, they literally can get contact dunks off the rip with this. Even if they don't have the packages, even if they don't have contact finisher, you can instantly be able to have the ability to get contact dunks no matter what your driving dunk is. And then when you have badges and you have slasher takeover, all that, that's pretty much like an auto contact dunk every single time. So that's like auto points at that point. So yeah, I would say slasher takeover comes in at number 2, but you could argue this number 1, but number 1 is number 1 because of a special thing. And all right, coming in at number 1 is going to be Sharp Take. Sharp Take. Why is Sharp Take so overpowered this year? This year, the best thing in this game that you want to be able to do is shoot. If your build can't shoot, you're at a disadvantage. It's just that simple. So, Sharp Take is going to help you shoot at the highest rate possible. That's not the only thing though. Sharp Take is the only takeover badge in this game that you can get plus 10 to your 3. That alone is the reason why it's number 1, because shooting is so important in this game, and it's the only thing that gives you plus 10 to your 3. So that alone just makes it the best badge. We're not done. Sharp Take helps you hit more wide open threes, and Sharp Take helps you hit more contested threes, and it helps you be able to green more at an even higher contest. So it's gonna help you shoot better, it's gonna help you green more, and as you are able to actually green more, it's gonna help you be able to steal green at a higher contest. Not only that, it's gonna be making your shot meter exponentially bigger in Sharp Takeover. Not only that, you can do fades in Sharp Takeover. You can do so much in Sharp Takeover this year that is actually wild. So yeah, man, Sharp Takeover has to be the number 1 badge or takeover badge in NBA 2K21. But yeah, man, go ahead, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, subscribe. You know, we got more videos coming out every single day. Turn on them post notifications, be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, I have a code somewhere in here. Somebody either got it or they didn't, you know what I'm saying? The next video we're gonna be going over is the best badge setup for every single amount of badge upgrades and for every build after patch 4. So yeah, man, we're gonna be giving you guys all of the best badge setups all in one video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, just go ahead and spam the like button there. That joint gonna be coming as soon as possible. But yeah, like I said, leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm out the way, man.
Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die, man. They say he going too fast.